fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty, hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Izuku Midoriya. Now, in the last part, Midoriya was trying to convince the world that the Mutant Registration Act is going to have disastrous effects. Now, as he was trying to do this, he did sneak away from the media. However, Dr. Doom took this as an opportunity, him wanting to see Midoriya's full power. And Midoriya actually fought against the mutants, the Avengers, and the Fantastic Four. They did try to intervene, protecting civilians from all the damage. Now, the world watched as Izuku Midoriya. He fought both teams, and after going through a great deal of challenges, he was ultimately defeated. But that does beg the question, if one of these teams wasn't here, would Powerhouse be able to defeat the world's mightiest heroes? Now, with that being said, Midoriya was then taken to a hospital as he did spend a week there, as we did have Tony Stark and Xavier, who were there waiting for him when he did wake up. Midoriya's friends eventually arriving. Now, we actually do have Midoriya, as Kitty is sitting right next to him. Ask him if he's going to be okay. I don't know. This is, I hurt people. You didn't mean to. I know, but it's just, what do I even say? It's not your fault. Now, Midoriya would turn to his left, seeing Laura, saying that that's all he really can say. He didn't do it. He was forced to. They found some type of metal disc on his neck, and apparently the circuitry was half fried. Huh? Really? Yeah. That's why you went on a bit of a rampage. What? I don't understand. Did I hurt anyone? Well, you hurt a lot of people. No. Did I hurt any of the heroes? Well, you beat the shit out of Captain Marvel. You punched Colossus so hard that he's been stuck in his metal form for a while. What? Yeah. Along with that, apparently you broke Thor's arm and ripped off Hulk's jaw. I did what? Yeah. Along with that, I don't think the Avengers like you very much right now. Neither does the city. Now, Midoriya is confused, as he actually does stand up and walk over to the window, looking down to see that there's a bunch of people protesting. Now, a lot of them are trying to get justice for the people in the city who did die, and who were injured. Now, Midoriya does see this, looking down and just thinking, all those people hate him for something he didn't do. There's evidence showing that he was a puppet, and they still treat him like this? Now, Midoriya, he actually would hear somebody using a microphone saying that this was simply just an excuse for the mutant to attack people, and that he should be locked up. Now, Midoriya does hear these words, and they hurt. He was a victim in this just like everyone else was, and they're treating him like he's the monster. Now, Midoriya, he actually would make a phone call. And we actually do have on the other line, where Inko, she has already handed off, well, Deku's sister, to Asashi, who he actually is spending time with his daughter. The phone ring as Inko actually would go to pick it up with her quirk. The phone coming over to her in one go. As she would answer it. Hello? Hey, Mom? Izuku. Oh my god. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I woke up not too long ago. Oh, okay. It's good. Um, yeah. Mom, I already know what you're gonna say. I didn't do this. Hmm? I know. But it's just. You're. Well, you know. I know it's complicated. But I'm gonna try and clear all this up. So, I might not be around for a while to see her. Or you guys. Hmm? Isuku, I know it's hard right now. I can't even imagine what you're going through, but just try to stay strong. Yeah, well, I'm more worried about what happened to you guys. Hmm? I know you are. Don't worry. We can take care of ourselves. Now, Inko would hang up the phone. Hasashi asking Inko if that was Izuku. Hmm? Yeah, it was. Is he alright? I don't know. Now, we do cut over to Midoriya, who, after changing really fast, he does walk out and him and his friends do go to leave. This being where Charles and a few other people do stop him. Now, they're simply just telling Midoriya that he's not allowed outside. Midoriya, he is quite angry, asking exactly why. To which they do explain that the mob out there, they've been asking for Midoriya's head for the last week. And they're afraid. Now, we actually do have Midoriya. Kitty just saying that they can try another way out. She can face him through the ground and her going to reach out for Midoriya's hand. The moment she actually does go to take it, Midoriya he does actually just pull his hand forward and someone away. Hmm? Kitty, I'm not running. Hmm? But we can sneak out of here. If we don't, this could get worse. Now, Midoriya would just turn to Tony Stark and ask him if he knows what that tech was. Still analyzing it and deconstructing it. It's interesting though. This is a high tech. And it does even contain vibranium circuitry. Vibranium? Yeah, kid. Same stuff in that guy who always smokes a lot and is angry. Oh, you mean Logan? I think that's his name. Anyways, so the only place you get this is in Wakanda. Uh, Wakanda? Yeah, it's a lot to explain. There's only one guy who lives there who's richer than me. I hate to admit that and say those words. And he's a king. Ironically. He'd be the only one on the planet who can make this. Other than a few guesses I do have. Now, Midoriya, he would walk outside. After hearing him talk about this, the moment Midoriya does step outside, a lot of people do see him, booing and beginning to start throwing things at him. Now, Midoriya, he would just bring up his hands and create a force field around himself, as he does begin to start floating up into the air. A lot of people watching him do this, as Midoriya would drop the force field and bring his hands out. Everyone throwing things at him as Midoriya just clap his hands together, and everyone who's screaming and shouting, along with all the trash that's being flown at him, does get dispersed back at everyone else, as everyone does go falling backwards or some just falling silent. Now, Charles does watch Midoriya do this strange display. All of you, Midoriya would go on stating, "You need to understand, I didn't do this. Somebody took control of me." That's what anyone says anytime they do something. Okay, yeah, sure. But there's evidence that I wasn't involved. The superheroes who took me down, they found technology. Even Captain Marvel, she said I was out of it. Now, Iron Man actually has come flying up, saying that the kid's right. Now, the moment this does actually happen, Iron Man does show footage. It's showing that Midoriya clearly gets decked across the face with a vibranium shield. And the kid, he has his nose broken, and a tooth goes flying out of his mouth. Then watching as Midoriya, he does spin around and land on the ground, spitting out a lot of blood before turning back and trying to punch Captain America. Now, you were clearly able to see the device on the back of his neck, and the way he reacted. He didn't flinch. He didn't show, fear. He wasn't talking. The way his eyes looked. Now, some people, they're convinced by this. However, they do just talk about how the kid's a telepath, ain't he? They could have just shut down his mind. People basically making up excuses. Now, Roy, he actually does go to turn and fly away, as he does head back for Genosha. Now, with that, Midoriya does eventually arrive there sometime later, him taking his time to fly. Now, with that being said, Midoriya, he was forced into a position. With his rapid display of power, it showed that the world could not rely on certain heroes. And it did put more distrust into the X-Men and the mutant population, as the Sentinel program is put back on the table, or at least it's under the table now. With that being said, Midoriya does arrive in Genosha, and the moment he does actually arrive at the mansion, he does actually get word when he does walk inside that somebody is looking for him, since he did just enter their airspace. Now, Midoriya, he is confused, being told that he has to head to this place and this place. Him actually doing so before arriving at Magneto's house, you could say. It's a place where he can see all of Genosha and look over it. Now, as Midoriya does land, he does just say hello to Mr. Magneto. Now, Magneto does see the young boy, and he does tell him that it's very good to see him again, asking him how he's holding up. Now, Midoriya does put his hands behind his back, talking about how it's actually been a bit difficult. I've learned a lot since I woke up, and I don't know how to deal with it all. Young man, it's not easy to deal with everything. Hmm? Yeah, I sort of understand that. But it's just I I didn't mean for it to happen. Hmm? I know. Accidents happen, young man. Don't worry about it. I've caused plenty in my life. Hmm? Oh, so you do understand? Hmm? Yes, I do. Now, that is not what we're here for. Young man, I know that you and I both share beliefs on the way the Registration Act has affected our kind. Hmm? Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't understand why Charles is agreeing to it. It's basically putting a target on our backs. Hmm? Yes, I understand. In fact, a lot of people near me, they're actually very intrigued by it. Of the humans who do live here and the mutants who do agree with Charles, they're trying to band together. Of my people, we agree that we should not hand over the information. The mutants who have already chosen to register themselves, they are free to do whatever they want. However, as they are still within Genosha, well, that gets complicated. They are still our people, and we must protect them. We've been withholding the data for as long as we can. And at this point, well, a war is going to break out here soon. What? Yes, young man. The reason why I've been able to maintain my position here is because things have been somewhat easy. I did deal with challenges in the beginning, but in my 30 years of being here, I've been able to keep this place at peace. However, humans are starting to rise up, and your incident is not making it any easier. In fact, even in America right now, it's getting worse. Along with several other countries, mutants are fighting back, and it's gotten to the point where we have to deploy our own forces to take them down. Hmm? Oh, okay. Um, how how can I help? Hmm. I appreciate that, young man. Now, this is whenever Magneto would inform Midoriya about what he should be doing right now. Right now, he's woken up and basically been thrusted into a new world, telling him that he does need to just stay calm and to show him his hand. Hmm? My hand? No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Midoriya would say. Magneto telling him that he's been hiding it this whole time, and he's like a little kid who got caught with something he shouldn't have. Fine, Midoriya would say, sounding very defeated. Him revealing his hand, as Magneto does look at it. Now, Midoriya does actually then grab his sleeve and pull it up. Magneto seeing Midoriya's arm. The way it does look. His hand is covered in the red aura, and so is parts of his forearm. Along with the way it does look. Midoriya's, well, mutation seems to be getting more aggressive, and he might be evolving to a higher state. Hmm? Wow, that's impressive. Hmm? It is? Yes, young man. A secondary power. Or a later stage mutation if you want to classify it that. Uh, what? A later stage mutation. Basically, as your body does go on to reach maturity, there is a chance for you to evolve more. Think about it like, that furry fellow. Beast, your doctor. In his case, he developed a serum, and he did gain secondary evolutions. He tried to cure himself of the mutant gene. However, he just made it a bit more aggressive within his own body. And because of that, he evolved, well, into an animal. This is sort of like that. However, it's more natural. So it is going to take time. What? Hang on. Rui decided to break his hand up. Rui is studying his breathing as it does actually go to fade down. Magneto watching as Midoriya turns it off. Fascinating. Incredible. Young man, I do have a few questions. Huh? Uh, sure. Do you happen to know about something that Charles may have mentioned to you? Mentioned to me? Yes. He hasn't told you about it. No. What do you mean? Oh, I see. Never mind. I don't believe you're ready for that information yet. What information? Uh, sure. Now, Ray does fly off. Him heading to the locations that Magneto would provide for him. And he does try to quell things there. However, with Midoriya just showing up and trying to basically take down mutants, it does seem peculiar. People think that he's just trying to get back in a good favor with everyone else by turning on his own kind. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing night. I'll catch you guys in the next part.